How's it going, guys? I got a match against the guy by the name of This Is Not a YouTube Username. Now, he renamed, I guess, another account of his, and the intent was to upload this to Mosh Pit. I decided that this isn't really a Mosh Pit worthy game, but I'm still going to upload it to my own channel anyway, just because it was interesting, nonetheless. So, he has a Ninetales, but it's actually not a Drought one, so you're probably wondering, like, what the fuck kind of Sun team does he have? It's not a Sun team. He's just got a bunch of different things. I do have a Sun team, and I figured, hey, we'll upload it today. I've been walking around all day in the sun anyway, so why not? He's going to lead off with the Weavile. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Victini. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to stay in just because I know I can take a fake out pretty good. And I'm pretty convinced that he'll be scared off by the fact that I'm leading with this thing, just because, you know, there's the huge potential of me being scarfed and going for the U-turn, or just straight up getting hit with a V-Create, especially since I see that his item is Life Orb and not Focus Sash. But then he hits me with a beat up. He's just, you know, going to go for it. I tried risking it and it didn't really work out. But beat up is interesting on a lead Weavile just because, you know, you have all your pokes left, and it does one dark hit for every poke you have left in your party. So, you know, second turn of the game, naturally he still has all of his pokes left, and he hit me super effectively, and I just got my Weavile completely beat up. But I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. I guess maybe it was a little obvious that his Ninetales was going to switch in. I thought, okay, I'll hit that thing with the boosted Flamethrower, and then it turns out that it's Flash Fire. So he's going to get a Calm Mind on the switch. I don't know if he knows that I'm locked in on Flamethrower, but I can't really do shit. So, This is an interesting part, just because I have this Latios, and it's a dual screener, so it's like, okay, I got dual screen, I resist this hit, but the thing I'm failing to remember is that he's +1, he's got Life Orb, and it's in the sun. So, even still, I take that fucking terribly. So, I think just based on the amount of damage he did 164. I don't think damage variations go that high, unless he got, like, bare fucking minimum or whatever. But I try to go for a Reflect, and then maybe on the next turn I'll go for a Dragon Pulse just to add on to some damage. But as you can see, he gets a crit. It did kind of matter, I would imagine, but, you know, not in the long term of the game. Like, he wouldn't have killed me otherwise, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna bring in my own Ninetales. I have a Specs Ninetales. He just got a Calm Mind Life Orb set, and he's gonna go for the Psyshock. I believe he sees that it's not really gonna do that much, and then he just decides to switch out. I mean, even after the Calm Mind and the Life Orb, it only does around, it's like a 3-hit KO, so that's not really working out for him. But he's gonna go out in a Donphan, just because it's, you know, it's a hidden power. It's not stab or anything like that. I mean, like, the stupid thing could have been that it would have been, like, HP Water or something like that, but nobody fucking runs out on Ninetales because Drought. But, you know, the possibility was that it was going to be HP Ground or HP Rock, that kind of thing, and he knows he can go into Donphan just because it's more than likely not going to end up being super effective. And since it hits him neutrally, I completely tripped up on my words right there, but he more than likely knows it's Ground, so I had to switch out, decide that Cherim, the motherfucking boss, is going to be able to take on this Donphan, and it is because I take that Earthquake and that Ice Shard pretty damn good, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out with the Solar Beam. So Cherim claims a kill in this game. Those of you fans of Cherims, I can already see you cheering in your chairs and stuff. Your chair-ims. No, sorry, that was bad. I'll stop. Anyways, Cherim's still in here, and he's going to bring in a Scolipede. I decide to try to risk it yet again, because if he misses a Mega Horn, I'm going to go ahead and take him out with a Weather Ball. But unfortunately, my luck is not that good, and Cherim did get one kill, but that's my fault for just leaving it out there in the open, and it ends up dying. So, I have a Donphan. I have a couple other things left, I believe, but he's going to go into his Rotom, and I just got the name. Ah, okay. So, set up the Stealth Rocks. I can't do shit to him, though, just because I have Earthquake and Ice Shard. And, oh, you know why I took that Earthquake so well with Cherim? Because of the screens. I totally forgot. That makes so much more sense now. But he's going to set up a sub. I was not expecting that. And now I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, because I think all I can really hit him with is a boosted Flamethrower, but it is Specs, so I would imagine that would do at least 25%, even if he is defensive. I don't know if he was specially defensive, whether or not that would matter, but he's got a sub, he's free to hit me with a T-Bolt, and it still does a fuck ton, but I'm going to go for the Flamethrower nonetheless, just to see how much damage it does, and it almost, I'd say that's like, what, like a little over 50%, something like that, but he takes me out of the T-Bolt, no big deal. I got other things on this team, and then if he wants to switch out, he'll die upon switching anyway, so I'm going to go into Venusaur. I believe this guy used to have, I want to say that he does have Growth, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I feel like I have 3 moves on this guy and just Sleep Powder. I'm probably going to go back to Sleep Powder Growth and then Solar Beam and HP Fire. But I did put Earthquake on him. Nonetheless, I like using him in the sun, and a lot of people do too, just because, you know, chlorophyll and whatnot. I think I have Black Sludge or Lefties on this guy, just because I like putting Lefties on my sweepers, and it kind of works out. Okay, there's a Black Sludge. So he goes for Fake Out, and he can go for an Ice Shard, which is stab, and it will hurt, but it's no banded thing, and he's not a plus attack nature, I would assume. So I'm going to live that. Not very well, but I will live it. And I'm free to take him out with an HP Fire, I believe. I kind of think, like, I was thinking about Weather Ball earlier. Venusaur doesn't get Weather Ball. What am I talking about? Cherrim has it. And then Castform gets it, Raikou gets it, so Raikou on a Sun team would be pretty interesting too. But he's going to go into a Scolipede, he can take a little bit of Rocks damage, and then I believe I will take him out with a Hidden Power Fire on this turn, just because Scolipede is fucking fragile as hell. It's a cool design and everything, but no, it's not working out. It's fast as fuck too, like it's got barely a little bit more base speed than Latios, which is awesome, so... now I decide to bring in Heracross and take a little bit of damage. I decide right here that a Hidden Power Fire is not going to do the job, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because if I can do a lot of damage, I can maybe take him out with Donphan's Ice Shard from there, and we'll see what happens, but he's going to take me out with a Mega Horn. That could have been kind of risky, I guess, but I guess he just didn't want the defense drops, you know, to be able to be taken out by Ice Shard, so I guess Mega Horn was a good move there. Anyways, I believe all I have left is my Donphan. At this point, he has Heracross and Ninetales, I think, which is going to take some Rocks damage and maybe die when it comes in. And maybe he's got one other thing, too. I'm forgetting. But hits me with the Mega Horn. I take this absolutely fucking terribly. I forgot that I was an offensive Donphan and I just had HP and attack EVs. I don't have any defense whatsoever, which explains why I took that so poorly. I remember Donphans to be more defensive than that. Gonna go for another Ice Shard. Thank God it takes it out. And I'm actually gonna finish off the game, I believe, with a bunch of unstabbed hits here. So, what is left? I think this is the end of the game. So, it brings in Ninetales. Thank God for Stealth Rocks. Some of you people out there are like, if you set up Stealth Rocks, you would have won this game. Blah, blah, blah. You know, games I've lost, things like that. There, I set them up and I fucking won it. What do you have to say to that? Exactly. That's what I thought. You're not saying shit because I got it. Anyways, that's a 1-0. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I will definitely make the attempt to stream once or twice this week, you know, before the weekend, that kind of thing. Maybe even tonight. I still got to see what's on my plate for the rest of the evening, I suppose. But that's the game. I'm not going to talk it up too much. It's a shorter one, but whatever. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow, Friday, something later. Bye. Bye-bye.